Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Paylor and I am a bartender in Washington, D.C., originally from New York City. I've been in D.C. about 10 years, really loving and enjoying my time in the food and beverage industry, and honestly cannot imagine doing anything else. So today I will be walking you through a cocktail with some ingredients from the Bitters Reality subscription box. But before I do, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my inspiration, what drives me and motivates me to continue working for such an amazing industry. So I've had the great pleasure of working with a multitude of brands and really getting to know the people behind the product, and that is the farmers and purveyors who spend their time creating all of the lovely produce ingredients that we place into our drinks. That could be the distillers who, are spending their time for years creating recipes and studying to ensure that they are perfecting and providing us as the consumer and even the bartender with great quality products to make delicious drinks. So when I am making my drinks and my beverages for my guests, I feel that it is extremely important and very vital to ensure that we are complementing the base spirits at hand to the best of our ability. That's doing our research to learn the story behind these products. Additionally, it's ensuring that we know the best way to utilize them in beverages. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and why I love doing what I do. So the product that I chose today is going to be our Blue Henry Peach Sugar Rim. So obviously sugar rims are something that you typically and usually see placed on top of a glass, and I'm actually going to be providing all of you with a very interesting and unique way to utilize it in your cocktails today. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the cocktail that I'm going to make for you today is going to be based on the classic cocktail, the Smash. It is traditionally and classically a cocktail that is made using bourbon as the base spirit, fruit muddled at the bottom of the glass with some sweetener, which is usually simple syrup, citrus, and you can definitely top it off a little soda like I'm going to do today. So the ingredients that I'm going to be using in this cocktail are the following. I'm going to use Tanqueray number 10 as our base spirit. A beautiful, beautiful spirit that utilizes citrus hearts, grapefruit, orange, and lime. And what we're trying to do here is heighten those aromatics and those citrus elements that we have present in this base spirit. I'm also going to be using some pineapples. These are dehydrated pineapple garnishes from Blue Henry as well. Thank you, Adrienne, who is an amazing, amazing individual who owns Blue Henry that lives out here in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area with me. Additionally, I'm going to be using peaches, and then some mint, some lemon juice, as well as some rich demerara syrup, and that is just taking turbinado sugar or raw sugar and adding water to it. I do 2 parts sugar, 1 part water, just a richer styled, more dense styled syrup. I believe makes the best quality drink. Alright, shall we get started? So you're going to start off by taking your peach and quartering it. So what I did was I quartered my peaches and I took some pineapple and sliced those up as well. And I actually coated them in this peach sugar. I let them stew and roast at 450 degrees in the oven for about 15 minutes. And what we get is this really lovely caramelized flavor from both of those fruits. Another thing that you can do that's really fun and very creative is that if you have a smoker or if you have an oven, you can take some brick, some wood, and burn that and smoke these fruits, and all of that smoky flavor from the wood will actually present itself in the fruit. So it's already in my tin here, but what we're going to do is we're going to muddle that today. So for your peach, and honestly, there's really no wrong way to do this. If you want more peach, or if you want more pineapple, or if you don't want one thing or you do want more of the other thing, that's totally fine. I quarter the peach. You don't have to take the skin off. And then I cut that into little pieces so it's easier to muddle. And then you can even buy canned pineapples. You take a ring, you just cut that in half, and you can use about half that size in this. I'm going to take my syrup here. I'm going to do 3/4 ounce, 0.75 ounces of that. I'm going to muddle that with my fruit. And I'm going to take like 2 to 3 mint leaves. That'll just allow us to heighten the very lovely herbaceous elements in this Tanqueray number 10, which are pretty subtle. You know, obviously gin is a distillate that is made with a bunch of herbs, so we want to play with that a little bit. Then I'm going to take my lemon. We're going to do about 0.75 ounces of lemon juice. I'm just going to squeeze it right into my tin here. Okay. I'm going to take my gin, and I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of my Tanqueray number 10. And again, depending on the base spirit you use, you're gonna be highlighting and accenting different flavors. So with gin, I'm getting a more light, crisp, refreshing, bright beverage. If I were to use something like whiskey, it would be more caramelized, baking spice, stewed fruit flavor. So depending on what it is that you'd like to highlight, your base spirit will absolutely change that. All right. So my next step is getting my ice. Now I purchased these blocked cubes from Amazon, and they look absolutely beautiful in the glassware. Additionally, they just make it really easy for me to shake. You know, bartending at home, one of the things that I really wish I had was one of those fancy ice machines in my home. All right, and then we're gonna give it a nice little shake. Shaking, we're doing two things. We're providing the beverage with some dilution, we're also getting the beverage cold, and everything's going to just come together really nicely when we're doing this. All those flavors are going to bind together. It's kind of like taking salt or pepper and seasoning your food with it. Just a nice little finish, right? All right. It smells delicious. Great, and then it's beautifully diluted. So I just throw my small shaker tin to the top. If you have a strainer, that's fine too. And pour it over my drink. If you want a fine strain, that's fine. I like having little bits of mint in my drink, so that's why I strain it this way at home. All right, and then finally, I'm gonna take my Blue Henry dehydrated pineapple. Beautiful. And I'm going to place that on top. Now, you should definitely reach out to Blue Henry for all of your dehydrated fruit needs. They have a surplus available. They do limes, oranges, lemons. Additionally, they have other sugar rims as well. So, it's my cocktail right here. Cheers. Yeah, so I appreciate you all joining me today. Thank you for tuning in and listening in, and I hope that y'all get a chance to check out the Bitters Reality subscription box as well as our page for additional information. Really trying to provide everyone with an experience at home, and they could really just delve into the life of a bartender or a beverage professional. You know, there are surplus of stories and items and tools. Available ingredients, recipes even. So check it out and subscribe today. All right.